All right. Okay, we'll directly switch on. Fine, folks. For the session, we have something to see. Let's get in. Agenda is pretty straightforward. Agenda is Git code commits, okay, and Spark data frame streaming. Fine, folks. Single point agenda. Yeah. So, with respect to Git commits, one question, very common question. How many of you faced Git related questions? How many of you faced general Git related questions? Basically, in the interviews, how the version control happens and all. Anyone of you the interviews faced this Git questions?
They asked me, Sai, but I told them actually in our project we are using Azure DevOps, so there is a GUI for Git.
Okay, GUI, UI. Okay.
So we use that actually.
Okay.
I said that, but I didn't say on the command line arguments.
Command line is not mandatory. Anyway, command line is not mandatory. Even in my project, even the older projects I used to use command lines, but recent times everything is through IDE.
Correct.
Anyway.
No, not even through the IDE. We directly use Azure DevOps.
Understood. So what about others? Anyone face Git related questions? Have you maintained the version control and all?
Yeah, Sai, they are just asking, but they are just asking high level questions, like just to check whether we know Git or not.
Understood. Okay, let's directly get into this. Okay, how many of you never came across Git? I never came across.
Me.
Okay. Fine. Now, with respect to Git, okay, with respect to any kind of a Git site, okay. Now, let's talk about a project, okay, a usual project, how that is being taken care. Okay, let's discuss about a general project. All right. So far, in any of the projects we take, they're definitely recent times, the last 3 years, almost all the projects has been started going into Git. I mean, the version controller. What is actually a version controller? All right, I'll make it very simple, very easy way. Okay, folks, just concentrate here. Okay, now what will happen? Check here, folks. I'll start from very basic understanding. Okay, what they will do is we call it as a version control. Okay, what we call it as a version control. Okay, imagine imagine this big box. Concentrate here, folks. Imagine this big box. In any of the projects we take, they maintain the Git. Okay, for code version control. Code version control in the sense, see, if the code is keep changing for every functionality, imagine code is keep changing. How they maintain that? Versions. Code keeps changing every time, right? After every week, the code keeps changing, right? We have to start implementation. Agreed or not, all of you? Yeah. The code keeps changing in the regular intervals of time. Every intervals, every integrations happens. The code, there is a chances for all of us to have the code changes happen. But how they maintain the code changes? Now just concentrate here. I'll just show you a very basic example. Okay. Now, imagine the code already exists in Git. Imagine, okay. The code already exists in Git. There is a main method. Imagine there is a main method. Okay. Concentrate. I'll go with very basic level of understanding. Okay. Def main. Inside this main method, there is a line known as println 1. Got my point, all of you? Simple code. Yeah. When you enter into any of the projects, folks, they'll give you the Git URL. They'll give you a Git URL. All right. Imagine if you go inside the Git URL, let me show you an example for a Git URL. Okay. Now check. Imagine You're going to a Git URL. All right. GitHub. We have GitHub, GitLab kind of repository, kind of a version controlling tools we have. Imagine we have something as GitHub. Can you see some GitHubs here, all of you? Yeah. Now check. There is a Spark Final as one of the repository. Can you see a folder here, all of you in Git? Imagine you enter into a project. They gave a URL for you. You just logged in. And you see some folder here. Can you see a folder here?
Yeah, Spark Final.
Spark Final. Now, I'm going inside this folder. I'll go inside the path. Is it not your same like your Eclipse hierarchy? Correct?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Now I have two lines here. Print 1 and print 2. Folks, imagine you entered into a project. The code already exists. The existing code, which they already executed, it is running. Imagine that way. Here you have two lines of code, which is already implemented. Println 1 and println 2. Correct, all of you?
Yes.
Correct? You have two lines, which already exist in Git. I repeat, you got onboarded. They gave a Git URL. To that Git URL, you logged in and checked the code. There is a code with two-liner, 1 and 2. Imagine one. We'll have a lot of code, but I'm just telling you. In this Git, we have master branch. Master branch is a place where you have the whole code committed. Master, the production code. The production code runs in a master. Whatever the code is in the master branch, that runs in the production environment. Understood? Who are very new to Git? Yeah. Master branch. Imagine in my current GitHub, I have a master branch. Correct, all of you? In that master branch, I have this code. Understood this, all of you? So far?
Yes, sir.
Can I get a yes or no? If no, it is also okay. If it is yes, is also okay. Kindly respond.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. It is in the master branch. Folks, I'll tell you how to push the data, everything I'll tell you, but kindly concentrate here. Okay, kindly concentrate here. Now, what they'll do is, suddenly I got onboarded and they gave this URL. They'll give this URL. I logged into GitHub. All right. And I see in master branch, we have the code ready. I check the code. The code is ready. I see any of the branches exist. I see developers branch. Can you see another branch here? All of you? Develop. I'll go inside develop. I'll see. Do I have anything? Okay. Is it looking the same code here in the developers branch? Same code they have. Okay. Concentrate. Check. I have another branch. Which contains the same code here. Agreed or not, all of you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which contains the same code running in the developers branch also. Well and good. Awesome. Okay. Now we got a sudden requirement. What they stated was, can you pull that code? Concentrate, folks, please concentrate. Can you pull that code from Eclipse? Using Eclipse, can you pull that code using Eclipse and add println of 3? You understood the code has to get edited. Got my point?
Yes.
Addition should happen. Here, the addition should happen. Take the code, add 3 to it. I'm very new to Git. Imagine I'm very new to Git. I have a master branch and developers branch and developer branch, which has the same code. Once you suddenly got a agile methodology, they started giving the work for you. And suddenly they're asking, hey, can you add 3 for it? Println of 3. Sure. You cannot go to directly, hey, I'll edit it here and I'll go directly in the print and give print. You can can you see an editing functionality here to add 3, all of you, in the GitHub directly? But you should not do this. You should not do this. Even though you have access, you should not edit the code here, because how you test it, how you generate the jar, how you do everything, it's not your control. What you have to do is concentrate here, folks. What you have to do. Firstly, you have master branch, same code in Git. Developers branch, same code in Git. You have to create your own branch to do the additions. You got me? And got my understanding, all of you?
Yes, yes.
You have to create your own branch to do the addition. Now concentrate. How to create a branch in GitHub? Check. In Git, okay, below here, find or create a branch. Find or create a branch. Now what I'm going to do, from the developer's code, I'll create a new branch known as Sai branch. Imagine, I just create a branch, Sai branch, I click it. Can you see? Now I got Sai branch as a new branch and I got the same code.
Yes, sir.
Folks, everybody is with me, right? All of you?
Yes, I.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. 31 folks, all good? Yeah. Now what I have, I went inside a Git, I have a master branch. Then I have a developer's branch. Then I cannot do the addition to the developer's branch because I need to test the code and everything I need to do. Now what I did, I create my own branch in Git. I created Sai branch. So how many branches I have in total now? How many branches I have in total now?
3 branch.
3 branch.
Now what? I just cloned it. So it created another set of data also. This is the developer's branch. First, I cloned it. Now this is my own branch. I cannot edit develop directly. I cannot go to master directly. No, you should not do. Even though you have access, you should not do. All right. Now what you have to do, you created your branch, right? You have to get this cloned branch to your Eclipse or IntelliJ. You understood now? To start editing, you have to bring the code from this branch to your Eclipse or IntelliJ. Makes it clear?
Yes,
What we are doing? Yeah. How to bring it? See, this is my code. See, this is my code. 100%. This is my code. Spark Final is my code. I'm in Sai branch. I'm under Sai branch now. I didn't touch master. I didn't touch develop. I'm going at the Sai branch. Now, I want to get this code to my Eclipse. That's the plan. This is my Eclipse. I want to get this code to my Eclipse. All right. Okay, let me remove Sai Final if I have. Okay. I want to get this code to my Eclipse. But I do not have that Sai Final. Can you see any Sai Final project exist here now?
no.
No, Sai.
No. Now from Git, I have to pull it. How can I pull it? Now, the next question runs behind.
Yeah.
Check file, import. Where I'm going to import, tell me yourself, tell me what is the best option you have to import. Git. Go to Git, projects from Git. Next, clone URL. Okay,
Yes.
clone it. But it's asking something. Can you see it is asking? What is it?
URL.
Hey, give me URL, I'll import. Correct, all of you?
Yeah.
Hey, give me URL, I'll import. Now, what you have to do, come to Git. It helps you with any URL do exist here to give for this code, for this branch. No. Go to the code level here. You'll get them URL. You'll get a URL here. Can you see a URL? HTTP GitHub tweet.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Now, give that URL and give your credentials. Okay. This is my Git credentials. I'll tell you everything. I'll tell you how to configure this. So don't worry about it. I'll tell you how to configure everything. Okay. Don't worry about it. How to generate this key, everything I'll tell you. Don't worry. Watch it just for your understanding. Okay, which branch I want? Tell me, can you see it is automatically recognizing the branches?
Yes.
Which branch I want? I want
Five branch.
next. Okay, if in any directory exists, just change the name. It's just a local directory. Don't worry. Just change the name. If you get any pop-up, hey, the directory already exists and all, just change the directory name. Okay. Any name is fine. That's just a local creation. Don't worry. In C drive. Just give next. Next. Finish. Can you see I got this project?
Yes.
All of you understood or not? Yeah.
Yes.
You tell me in my project, how many print statements I have? Tell me. Me?
2.
2 print statements I have. 1 and 2. What is a new requirement? What is a new requirement?
Print
To
and
add
Third.
3. Now check. Okay. Required. I mean, if you got any issues with the Scala versions, you can change it. Required. Okay. Now done. Now go into pack. You see the object here. Is this your Git addition?
yes.
JRE, that's okay. This is not a problem. Now what I'm doing? I'm doing the additions here. Can you see that, all of you?
Yes, I
added and saved. And I saved it also. It is building the workspace. The requirement is done. I mean, I tested the code, I changed the code, whatever. The 3 got added to me. I just saved it. Now I just saved it. What happens in the Git at the backend? Tell me, what is your gut feel? I cloned this code. I took this code. Folks, imagine I took this code to my Eclipse. This code has got into my place. This code has come in. To the same code, I also added the third line known as println of 3. Correct, all of you?
Yes.
Code got edited. My code also got edited. I added 3 here. Well and good. Perfect. So the addition has happened. The code editing is completed. I just saved it in my Eclipse. What is your gut feel? Do you think the Git will have the changes?
No.
Let's refresh and see it. Let's refresh and see it. Did you see any additions here?
no, sir.
That means it got saved in my local. It have not gone into Git yet. Agreed?
Yes.
Right.
Now what you have to do? You have to commit to the Git. Got my point?
Yes.
You have to commit to the Git. How to commit it? Come to Eclipse, folks. There are also Git commands. But I used to have Git commands, but through IDE, through IntelliJ Eclipse, it's pretty straightforward. All right. So right-click this project, team, commit. Can you see it is asking commits, all of you?
Yeah.
Commit. This project would open. See. Can you see it is saying, hey, this object got changed. Hey, this object got changed. Can you see it is saying me, hey, object.scala got changed. Yes or no?
Yes.
See, folks, this pop-up will open and says, hey, these got changed. These got changed. If you open this, double click this, it will show you what got changed also. Check. It will show you the comparison. Can you see it is showing the comparison?
Yes. Yes.
This was not there. In the Git, it is not there. But in your code, it is there. See, it is saying me, hey, this is what the comparison is. Can you see it is understanding the commit code and then my local code? Now, what I have to do, put a message. Some message, okay, commit code. Added 3. I'm just giving it as added 3. That's it. Now git commit and push. It'll ask you the username password. Give that username password. Okay. What it is saying, folks, what it is saying?
Push to Spark Final.
Push
To Spark Final. I mean, that is final 2 is my local directory, but in Sai branch it got pushed. I gave okay. Now come here to Git and refresh this 3 should have got added. Can you see that, all of you?
Yes.
Folks, you understanding
sir.
it, what I'm doing, right? Am I going fast?
It's big thing.
No,
yeah.
sir.
Okay. See, very simple. I used to have only master and develop. I created my own branch and I pulled that project to my local, added and committed back. Once I confirm, hey, everything is working, right? Basically. Now, it got added to my Sai branch. I tested it and put into my Sai branch. But developers branch, if I go and check, it's still only 2, correct? Old version code, old version of the code, right?
Yeah.
If I go and master and check, it's still an old version of code. 1 and 2 only. Only Sai got the recent changes. Only Sai branch got the recent changes. Only the Sai branch got the recent changes. Yes or no, folks?
Yeah.
But if you go and check master or develop, you have still the old version of code. What
Yes,
shall we do? What shall we do now? Shall we pull develop and commit it back? Shall we pull master and commit it back?
Okay. No.
See, Sai branch got committed, right? Sai branch got the result. That means with respect to Sai branch, we got that new println statement. Yes or no, folks? In the Sai branch. In this scenario, Sai branch got the changes. Println of 3. Sai branch got these changes. Happily, the Sai branch got these changes. Basically. But in the developers branch, master branch, it is not there. For that, hey, shall I pull developers for that? What is the use out of it? You tested already. You should not hit developers and master branch so easily. So what you have to do, you have to commit, you have to make these 2 branches into sync. You understood what I mean, all of you?
Yes.
For that, what we usually do in real time, to commit these 2 branches, okay, to create a kind of to sync these 2 branches, what we usually do in real time, we create a pull request. You understood, all of you?
Okay.
We create a pull request. Let's create a pull request. New pull request, right, all of you? Yep.
Yeah.
Check. Which branch should go to which branch? Tell me.
Sai branch go to develop.
Sai branch.
Sai branch should go to where? Sai branch should go to where?
Develop.
Developer branch.
Developers branch. Correct, all of you? Yes. Sai branch should go to developers branch. Check this. Okay. I'm creating a pull request. Basically, I'm creating a pull request Sai branch to developers branch. While creating a pull request itself, folks, when you create a pull request itself, you can give the names if required, since this is just a single name. It's just a single account. But in real time, all of your team members will be with you. You have to put their numbers for the approval, basically. But here it's just a 1 contributor, right? It is not required. But in real time, you'll get a pan to add your names, like your teammate names. All right. But here I'm the only developer. So I'll create a pull request. I mean, it's a comment. Added 3. Create a pull request. You got it, folks? Can you see a pull request here? Understood? This pull request got created. Yeah. Now what they'll do, what usually do, I'll get approval from all my teammates. My teammate will write the comments. Hey, it looking good. This is fine. That is fine. You can merge it. Sure. I create a pull request. I got approval from my team. They'll put the comments at the bottom. Everything's looking good. They'll approve it also. Then I'll simply merge this pull request. Confirm merge. That's it. Pull request is merged successfully. Can you see that, all of you? Okay.
Yes, sir.
What I did to commit this code, I created a pull request. Now, this particular data, this particular code changes should have also replicated in the dev branch. You got my point, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Let's go and check dev. Let's go and check dev. I'm going to the code, going to the dev environment. Let's go to Spark Final. source, main, pack, object. You should have got the three. You got this understanding?
Yeah.
Sai branch committed and he recreated a pull request. People approved, he merged it. So code got into dev branch. What they'll do, using this code, they create the jar and do a sample deployment once to check whether it is working or not. Everything is working or not. They take the jar, they develop the jar from this kit. They DevOps team will generate a Jenkins file. DevOps team will create a Jenkins file here. They create the jar and they deploy it. We sit with them to deploy it. Once they finalize, hey, stage run is completed or complete end-to-end run is completed, you can commit this code to which branch?
Master
Master.
branch.
Master is your final production run. You got my point, all of you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, what you have to do to match the code? What you have to do to match the code?
Pull
Tell me.
Yes.
Pull request.
Again, pull request you have to create. Now, what we create a new pull request.
New pull request.
Now, tell me to whom, from which branch to which branch the data code has to get committed.
Develop to master.
Branch
to
to
master.
master.
Develop to master. It will tell you what is changed, what needs to change. Create a pull request. It is going between developers to master. It is going from developers to master. I give a master commit. I give and create a pull request. Even the whole development team sit together and see about this pull request. Yeah, everything is working good. Merge the pull request. Confirm. That's it. Pull request is done successfully. If I go back and check the master branch, this is master branch. You should have got the changes occurred as a third one. You understood this, all of you know?
Yeah.
How that works?
Yes, I.
Okay, I'll reiterate everything. I'll reiterate from minute 1 to so far. Then we can go, we can talk further. All right, folks? Yep.
Yeah, sir.
So finally, we got this println here. Don't worry, you can also do it. You can definitely do it. I'm going to give a short video on end-to-end. Okay, end-to-end from the project creation till the commit, till you pull the branch from Git, committing it. Everything will hardly takes 10 minutes to do this entire job. Hardly takes 10 minutes. Okay, I'll create a video tonight or tomorrow morning. I'll post it. Any issues, doubt sessions would exist. I'll also giving you a solution for Eclipse as well as IntelliJ. Okay. Now, what we are going to do, have a check. Now, how many branches I have, folks? Tell me.
3 branches.
Three branches.
3 branches. 3 branches we have. Okay. Imagine this is my first branch. This is my second branch. Okay. This is my third branch. And this is my fourth branch. Imagine. Okay. For now, let's remove Sai branch. Okay. Suddenly, it's a new requirement has come up. See, in which branch I have the updated code now? In which 2 branches I have the updated code right now? Tell me.
Developer and
Developer and master. Once it is done, you don't rely on this branch. Whether you can delete it, and this can be an older version. Let's remove it. Got my point, all of you? Yeah. So in current situation, I have developers and master. In case of my master, imagine folks, a new requirement has come up. Now what they'll do, they will not rely on the older branches. Always master and developer is your reference. You understood, all of you?
Yes.
Yeah. Currently in master, we have 3 printlns. What is a println? Tell me.
Println 1 and println
1.
We have 1, 2, and 3. Correct, all of you? In
1 and 2
code.
side.
Sorry.
Only 1 and 2, right? Oh.
We have added already. Just now we committed.
Okay, yeah.
We just committed.
Right.
We just committed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
So we got this data. Understood, all of you? Dev and master is in sync so far. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Now leave about Sai branch. Let me delete that Sai branch. We can have it if required, but we can delete if required. Okay. Let me remove it. One sec. Anyway, let's leave it. Okay, because I already synced everything, so you'll keep getting the pop-ups. Okay.
You need to go to the branches link site.
No, I know that, but it is in sync. Leave it. We'll leave it. Let's not go to that. The reason, like, I have so many repositories connected. My Eclipse is connected. It's okay. See, I'll create a new branch now. Let's create a branch as Aditya branch. Got my point, all of you? Create branch. I'm cloning from which branch? Master. Done.
Master.
I created. Aditya branch is ready, all of you? In Aditya's branch, go to SRC, go to main, go to scale up pack, OBJ. We have the same 3 printlns, right, all of you? Yeah. So what is the requirement is add println 4. You got my point? The new requirement. Some code change. Code change is only be required. How I'm changing it's not a different story. Check. Okay. Now I have added. Now I need to clone this Aditya branch. Yes or no, folks?
Yeah.
Correct. Now I create an Aditya branch which consists the same 3 printlns. Done. We have it 3 things ready. Now which branch I have to pull? Tell me.
Aditya branch.
Aditya branch.
To whom I need to print? To where I need to clone?
Eclipse.
Eclipse. Let's go to Eclipse. Import. Okay, import. Check. 1 second. Let me clear up everything. Okay. Let's remove this final because Spark final is already there. I'm removing completely. Okay. Imagine it's a new workspace. I'm completely removing it. Now import git clone URL. Where I can find the URL. If you go to the code tab, you have this URL here. Got it, all of you?
Yes.
Place it here. Give your URL, username, password. Folks, how to generate this, everything, I'll make a short video. It's hardly takes 5 to 10 minutes. Which branch I want? Tell me. Which branch?
Aditya branch.
This branch. I'm going ahead. Change any name if it's not showing. Any random name is okay. It's just a local commit. Next. Finish. Got the code here?
Yes,
Finally, we got the code. Is it not your updated code?
updated code.
Yeah.
Now what I'll do? Println. I'm adding the 4th element, right? All of you editing the code, changing the version of the code.
Yes,
Done. I test it and everything is done. Now what I'll do? I need to commit this. So far, my code changes are completed, folks. My code changes are completed. I added the 4 in my local Eclipse. But do you think once I do a local Eclipse change, do you think the commit would be available in the Git?
No, sir.
No, sir.
What I have to do? Commit.
from the Git.
Right click,
From Eclipse.
team, commit. The panel will open. It will show you which object got changed. It is showing. Is it not showing? Hey, this object got changed.
Yes.
Check the difference. If you click it, it will show you the difference. Hey, this got changed. This area got changed. Older version is this in the Git, but in your local it got changed this. Sure, I accept this. Changes are done. Commit 4. Commit and push. That's it. Commit is completed. Push to Spark final. Okay, that's it. If you come back and check your Git folder, if you check your Aditya's branch, go to final. You'll see the comments also. Can you see I just gave this commit 4 here?
Yes.
I just gave this comment as commit 4. SRC, main, pack, OBJ scalar. You got the 4 here. Yes or no, folks?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Now what happened? This particular 4 area, I just committed back from the Eclipse. We got println of 4 already.
Oh,
The code got changed. The version got changed.
yes,
That's it. Now what there is, what I can do develop. Is it okay? I can pull the develop again? No.
No.
What I have to do to make this two branches sync?
Merge, pull
Pull
request.
Pull,
Request.
pull
I
request.
have to create a pull
Request
request.
and then
Pull
merge.
request.
Go to pull request. Create a new pull
Create pull,
request.
new pull request.
Aditya branch to
Aditya branch to
develop branch.
develop branch. First, it's a develop branch. We commit the code, create pull request, added
Add the
4. I just
comment.
give some comments for the team. I create a pull request.
Request.
And what my team will do, they'll quickly come and open this particular pull request. Okay. They'll just open this pull request and check the code, differences, everything. They just do file change and everything. If you check here, the file, this has been changed. This has been added. You'll see this under file changed. You understood my point, all of you?
Yeah.
Yeah. They'll come here and what they immediately do, once they approve it, they'll leave the comments to us. Once they give the approval, confirm merge. So merge is successfully done. So if I go and check developers branch, you should have got this changed code. The 4 should have got added. Correct, all of you?
Yes.
This is developers branch.
Yes, sir.
But my master still have the old version of code, correct? In master?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What we have to do again?
Pull request.
Create new pull
Pull
request.
request. So this println, we got it. And what we'll do, once we put into develop environment, we completely do an end-to-end run. You got my point, all of you? End-to-end run I will trigger before I go with production. Okay. Then once I confirm, hey, everything is looking good. Then what I have to do?
New pull request.
Create a new pull request. This time from developers branch to master branch. Create a new pull request.
Add
Committing 2 mistakes. Some anyway such committing to master. Create new pull request. Okay. Checking. So it is done. Okay. Once it is file changed, you can see the file change tab. It will say, hey, this got changed. This is an addition. Sure, that is expected. Now, merge pull request, confirm. This is done. If you go and check the master, you will see master. If you go and check the master, you'll have the updated code ready. This is how. Then what DevOps will do, from this, once the final master has been committed, basically, once I have the last code, they will generate the Jenkins file. They'll keep the Jenkins file here. Okay. From Git, the jar gets generated. They'll just develop. See, sometimes developers will also develop the Jenkins CI/CD pipelines, or with the help of DevOps, you can run it. Jar gets prepared at this point of time, and we trigger the entire end-to-end jar. You understood now? Entire Git versioning now.
Yes, I.
Was it okay? Okay.
Yes, sir, it was great.
I know that the thing is, folks, many areas, sometimes your teammate will also pull from the same branch. He'll create his own branch to do his changes. You got my point, all of you? Yeah. What will happen is, I have the master branch and I have the developers branch. All right. And sometimes you also pull it and your teammate will also pull it. You understood what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. That time, both will start doing the changes. Basically, this is dev. This is master. Okay. Both will start doing the changes. That time, they'll not directly put it to dev. They will connect each other first to merge into single branch. You got my point, all of you? They will connect first to merge the code between these two. They'll create a separate branch to merge the code to test it. Once they've found, hey, everything is looking good, they commit to the dev, then to master. You understood? Entire thing.
Right.
Yeah, yes.
So hope Git is understandable now.
Yeah.
Now what I'll do, all of you, but mostly by tomorrow morning, you'll get a 10 to 15 minutes video. 10 minutes to 15 minutes video. From the Git account creation, from the initial push to happen, completely end to end, I'll give it 10 to 15 minutes of video. Possible to complete this as one among the tasks this week?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yes.
nothing sort of 10 to 15 minutes, you can complete the whole commits. Since I'm explaining and doing it, it took around 40 minutes. But in case of our video, you can, from the account creation, I'll tell you, account creation, repository creation, pull request, like creating a master branch, creating a developers branch, then your branch, taking it to Eclipse, doing the changes, committing back, create pull request, till it master, end to end, I'll do it in just 15 minutes video. All right. Okay. Any
Okay.
questions
Okay,
regarding
sir.
that? Post 7, I'll sit with you folks after the interaction session. Okay. Because streaming is waiting. Fine, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
Sai, in case
Yes,
the
sir.
conflict occur, how to resolve the conflicts?
I'm not sure. I just informed about the timings of questions anyway. You have to sit with your team. You have to sit with your team. And there is also, you can use it with Git also. What you have to do in case in any kind, when the conflicts would occur, if you gonna commit, but you have the older dev code. Imagine you have dev code, you pulled it here. We have this code, but your friend has changed a bit on the code. He suddenly committed it. So this becomes updated version. You have the old version, right? All of you? Yeah.
Yes.
That time when you commit, conflicts would occur. Then that time the conflicts would occur. Hey, I cannot commit. The pull request will create a problem. Hey, you cannot accept it. I cannot accept it because the version of the code, it's not just addition. Yeah, I added it. But in case of you, anything got added at the top, then it creates a conflicts. Then what you have to do, you have to sit down with your team and understand whether this conflict is valid. I'm facing it. Then what and all needed, what and all not needed. You have to do this code. Obviously, conflicts will take a lot of time. That's the reason we should be very careful when we before people committing to the dev environment. Before we commit to the dev environment, we have to ensure there is one master branch created for all the team changes, and we commit it. Getting it, all of you, basically. Yeah, putting these two changes, basically in a one separate branch, putting these two changes in one separate branch. Folks, why are you going on mute unnecessarily? All of you, why are going on mute unnecessarily? I've been muting many folks since a very long time. I don't have time today. Put a master branch, then we commit it. This is how we commit it. Clear, all of you? If you found conflicts?
Yeah.
Yeah. Folks, just give me exactly a minute. I'm getting one important call. Just give me exactly a minute. I'll be there.
Okay.